Okay, so this is part 2 of Love is in the Air from July 9th, 2025. Okay? So today is July 11th, 2025. Love you all. Have an amazing day. So we have the Two of Cups, Ten of Wands, and the Hanged Man. I just wanted to extend on this because a lot of us were brought up in homes where we weren't loved. A lot of us had parents that weren't loved. And so it's been down the line ancestral for a long time. They had alcoholic parents or whatever. It's been a lot of abuse that has been called love. So then we get into these toxic relationships. We attract these people that continue the war instead of the love, where we trigger each other, we blame each other, we yell, we scream, we fight. The kids, there's kids involved, they learn these toxic traits. And I knew as a child growing up that this is not what I wanted. My mother was a narcissist. My father was very passive. He allowed the abuse to happen. So to be honest, he wasn't much better, but they weren't loved as children. They didn't know what love was. This was what they knew was toxicity. As I grew, I went into toxic love myself. I was toxic. The men I chose were toxic, and all we did was feed off each other. And that's not love. That's not love. That's abuse. It's toxicity. And how many people were brought up in that? There's a lot of wounded adults out there right now running around calling toxicity love. I knew I wanted better after my husband took his life. I knew I wanted better. I knew that I was going to keep attracting these toxic relationships, whether it's family, friends, workplaces, if I didn't heal myself. So I went for help. They put me on this pill and that pill, and this. My body rejects everything. I like natural stuff. So nothing was working. Therapy wasn't working. Nothing seemed to work. So I was teaching myself how to love. And it's not an easy thing. In order to love yourself, you have to really dig deep. And in a way, everything that I've been through, everything that's happened, I feel like the divine finally threw me into this cocoon and said, here, you got to learn to love yourself. It's the only way you're going to be able to function out in this real world, and the only way to attract healthy love. And sometimes you realize that and the only way you can really, really find healthy love is to learn to love yourself. And it's not an easy thing. And I don't care what anybody says. Yes, you can find love if you're not loving yourself, but you're just going to continue to find toxic love. Because you got to know who you are, what you want, and what you love in order to attract the right person. That healthy love. Because that's what you want. But it's better to be healthy with yourself first to attract the healthy person into your life. And it's not easy because you got to dig down deep, and you have to look at things that you don't want to look at. How toxic you are, how abusive you are to yourself and others, how we learned such bad behavior. And until you get down and heal that, you're going to continue those patterns. And that is what I wanted to talk about today, was extending on the love and finding who you really are, because a lot of us growing up in that toxicity did not get to learn who we were. We were so traumatized. For me, I know I was so full of trauma, and I knew I had to heal it. And when you're so full of trauma, you're not going to attract anything but more trauma. And to heal that, you really got to dig down deep and see how toxic you really are, and what you're putting into the world, and what you're manifesting. Because you want to manifest real love and real, and show your family that this is what real love is. I had to leave my family. Like I said, my mom's a narcissist. She's too toxic for me. She's mean. I just couldn't do it with her anymore. And I don't blame anybody. I'm not blaming my parents. They did what they had to do. and it is what it is. So me having my own children and my grandbabies is what really taught me unconditional love. Animals taught me. I grew up with animals. They taught me unconditional love. That's why I go to animals more than humans. So what you need to do is heal and learn to love yourself. By loving yourself, it's not just like saying I love you in a mirror. It's saying no and meaning no. Putting up boundaries. I'm 60 and I'm just learning all this. It's not an easy thing to do. But it's up to you to heal yourself. Yeah, you didn't ask for it. No, you didn't. Believe me, I went into that pity mode. Like, why do I have to do this? I don't want to do this. I didn't ask for this. But I had to heal it. It was up to me. It doesn't matter. You can fight it all you want, but it's still up to you to heal yourself. Nobody else can heal you. And you don't have to go to therapy. You just have to find what resonates with you to heal yourself. And that's what I had to do. I went on the internet. The internet helped me so much. I scrolled, and that's where I learned so much. And people don't get that about me, but it really helped me. And that's where I got a lot of my answers. Because I wasn't the only one out there hurting. There were so many people out there hurting. I love you. Have an amazing day, and go and love yourself today.